Hi beautiful, welcome back to this Sync Wellness workout. We're just going to start off by staying seated on the mat, just like this. And you're going to want to keep your feet grounded on that mat as well. So staying nice and tall here with your spine. Can you extend both arms out in front of you, palms facing each other? As you take a deep inhale, I want you to really think about drawing the air towards the outside of your lungs. And as you exhale, I want you to slowly C-curve your spine. So you slowly rock yourself back down towards the mat, bone by bone, one at a time. So when it gets hard, I really want you to slow it down even further at that point to prevent you from sort of falling back into the mat there. I want you to slowly roll back up and undo it all. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, can you slowly roll your spine all the way up, bone by bone. So arms will come down towards the ground, chin comes to chest. You slowly roll yourself all the way up, staying nice and curved in that C-curve. And only once you're at the top do you slowly lift the chin away from the chest. Perfect. Let's do that one more time. Slowly C-curve your spine as you exhale. Chin drops to chest. Slowly come down, bone by bone, to the mat. And then slowly, when you're at the bottom, I want you to slowly drop the head down. Place the hands down onto the mat. Perfect. I'm just going to position myself. And then slowly bring yourself back to a center. I want you to bring one knee up towards your chest and just holding on to the back of your right thigh. Can you just rotate your ankle clockwise? Really exaggerating the circles here, all the way around, and then changing directions here. Perfect. Nice work. When you're done with those beautiful ankle rotations, can you slowly extend that leg up away from you towards the ceiling? So you can keep a slight bend in the knee if you'd like, or you can straighten it out completely if you'd like. Now using your hands, I want you to slowly draw your upper body up as if you're climbing a tree, but the leg is staying completely still. So let's take a deep inhale to get ready. Exhale, slowly start climbing the leg, which is your tree, and come as high as you can, holding it at the top, and then slowly undoing it one by one by walking your hands down your leg until you're back on that mat and your head drops last. We go again, so really slow it down. So one hand at a time, chin comes to chest. We slowly drag our body up this tree until we cannot get any higher. Hold. And then slowly draw yourself all the way back down, bone by bone. And then your chin drops last. Perfect. Let's do that one more time. So you slowly want to draw the chin to your chest as you lift the chest up off that mat. Slowly climb that tree, one hand at a time. And then slowly undo it all, one by one, bone by bone. Beautiful. Drop that head to the mat. Perfect. Can you now extend the left leg all the way down on the mat and away from you? Now keeping your right leg up towards the ceiling, palms are now going to come down towards the mat. I want you to draw some circles here, keeping the hips down on the mat and stacked. Let's see how wide your circles can be. So if you feel like your hips start rocking and your hips come off the mat, just increase the size of your circle here. Use your breath here to draw some really beautiful circles. Keep your navel drawn towards the back of your lower spine, and let's go in the other direction when you're ready. Keeping the leg nice and strong and long, finding length in those toes. Beautiful. Coming back to the center, back to that start position. Bend the left knee once again and slowly bring the right leg down to meet the left. We come onto the other side. So when you're ready, take a deep inhale. Tilt the pelvis forward so you have an imprinted spine on that mat. And as you exhale, you just slowly bring your left leg up to a tabletop position. Grab hold of the back of that thigh and just start your ankle rotations in one direction. Beautiful. Feel that mobility. Feel the ankle loosen up with every rotation. And switch sides. So coming into the other direction. Lovely. Once your ankle feels nice and loose, I want you to go ahead and point those toes. Extend that leg up towards the ceiling, coming into a nice long leg extension. Perfect. Now from here, we're going to climb this leg as if it's a tree once again. So take a deep inhale and using your hands one by one, I want you to drop your chin to your chest as you lift the chest up off the ground. Using your hand one by one, can you climb this tree all the way up, holding it at the highest point, and then slowly undoing it all one by one, all the way down until your chest drops and then your head meets the mat. Perfect. We go again. We slowly lift, chin comes to chest as we start climbing all the way up, 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 up. Can you get a little bit higher this time? And then slowly undo it. Once again, the leg is not moving at all. It's just our upper body lifting up off the floor and coming right back down again. So let's try that one more time. Deep inhale. Exhale. Chin comes to chest. We start climbing one hand and the other and the other. We climb this rigid tree, which is our leg holding it at the top, and then slowly undoing it again. Lovely work. All right, let's go for, can we do another one? Let's do one more. Yeah, let's do it. All right, deep inhale. Exhale, we lift the chin off the ground. Chin comes to chest, hand comes up. We start climbing. We climb, and we hold it there. Hold. Beautiful work. Bring the hands back down. All the way. We meet the ground with our head. Perfect. Place the hands now down onto the mat. Extend the right leg away from you, and let's just start drawing circles now with our legs. So really trying to make sure the hips stay exactly where they are. There's no rocking, there's no lifting, but try to start off by circling the leg across the body and then down and then opening out the hips there. And you might want to place your hands on your hip bones to see how they move and if they are lifting. If you feel like they are, just decrease the range of motion of your circle. Remember to use your breath. Use your shush breath. And let's change directions. Got two more. Beautiful. Keeping the leg exactly where it is. Can you bend the right leg and allow the left leg to drop to meet the right? Perfect. Well done. Bringing both legs into tabletop now. We're just going to come into a single leg extension. So wherever you are, ground yourself into that mat. Imprint the spine. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, remember the knees are stacking over the hips. You want to slowly extend the right leg away from you, keeping it nice and long. And then slowly as you inhale, bringing it back. When we exhale, we come onto the other side. We slowly bring it back. Now this time around, can you lift the head and the chest and the shoulders off the mat? And as you extend the right leg, I want you to grab hold of the left.
shin with both hands, gripping it and holding it into the chest. I want you to hold this beautiful position here. And then as you exhale, I want you to switch sides. Exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Really pull that knee into your chest, that little bit closer to you every single time. Nice work. Let's do one more on both sides. And then when you're ready, bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself a light rock side to side. Just taking a moment to catch your breath. Whoops. And really massaging the spine, rocking as wide as you'd like. And then when you're ready, I want you to start rocking up and down nice and slow. Again, this is a nice massage on your spine. Really taking your time with these little rocks, forward and back. Let's go for one more. Let's finish it off. Can you cross your legs here? Place your hands down onto the mat and then slowly coming out into a plank position. From here, I want you to bring your right foot forward just so it meets the right hand, and then drop the back knee down, coming nice and high into this low lunge position here, leaving your right hand down on the right side of your body. As you inhale, I want you to lift and float the left arm up and over to the right side as we try to ground and reach the right side of that mat with the right hand. Hold it there. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, can you slowly rotate the body to the left diagonal corner? So you're looking up at the sky. This is a bit of balance work, but holding it there, you really get that nice sweet oblique stretch. Perfect. As you inhale, draw that hand back down. Slowly place both hands onto the mat. And we kick the right foot back into a plank position so it meets the left. And we come onto the other side. Left foot meets the left hand. Drop the right knee down. Slowly come up into that low lunge. And take a deep inhale as you slowly lift, lift, lift. The right hand up and over towards the left side as we try to reach the left side of the mat with the left hand, holding it there. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, can you slowly rotate your body, your chest? So you try to reach and face the ceiling in a right diagonal manner. So from the right armpit, you're trying to shine your chest up towards the ceiling, holding it there. That's a beautiful stretch there of the oblique. Slowly coming back to center. And then as you inhale, bringing that hand back down towards the mat. Lovely, lovely work. All right, placing both hands down onto the mat now. We're just gonna come back into that downward dog position. I want you to untuck your toes, drop your hips down, using a really nice ripple effect of the spine and looking up towards the ceiling in that nice cobra stretch here. Beautiful work. Bringing your knees down, coming into a cat-cow, really nice and fast wherever you are. Dropping the navel down towards the ground, lifting up the chin, and then slowly drawing your hips forward, so tilting the pelvis forward, rippling your spine, creating a really puffy back here, dropping the chin to your chest. Now from here, can we slowly join the big toes together, staying in this high spine position? Can you come into a child's pose? Perfect. Now, as you come back onto your all fours, can you drop the navel down towards the spine? Can you lift the head up towards the ceiling?
come into that cow position. We then under it all. Once again, we tilt the pelvis, we puff the back, we C-curve it all the way, drop the chin to the chest, slowly come into a child's pose. And then coming into that cow position, lifting the head up, dropping the navel down towards the ground. As we come back into that cow position on our all fours. One last time, we tilt the pelvis forward, puff the back up, using that ripple effect. Drop the chin to the chest, coming into that child's pose. And I want you to hold it here now. Hold it down in that child's pose. Drop your head down to the mat and take a moment to breathe. Couple of Pilates breaths here. Deep inhale. And exhale. Allow yourself to ground further and further into that ground. Allow it to catch you. Nice work. And when you're ready, slowly come back onto all fours and slowly find a position that you find comfortable. I want you to thank yourself for joining today's session. It will feel like a really lovely stretch flow, and I love to see you all coming, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, my lovelies. Bye-bye.